What's up, you guys? Let's get started with today's cash envelope stuffing. So let's get into it. I took out a total of $860 from the bank. These are my cash envelopes. And this is the money. All right, let's head into it. April. I have my breakdown here, so that's why. All right. All right. So, rent and parking is getting $533. Actually, I might need to change it because I went in physically into the the bank. But the ladies were taking so long, and I'm literally in a 30-minute time crunch. So by the time I get to the bank, to the time I get back, it's like 15 minutes. So I literally have to be in and out of the bank. Well, that didn't happen, so I had to opt out and go to the ATM. So, yeah. We need to make a little bit of change. Hopefully I have enough here to make that change. Okay, so I see here 2 $5. Let me go ahead and take one of the 10s and put it in here. And then I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me take one of those. Birthdays. I see 2 5s. Let me take a 10. I see a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I think we have enough change to make this happen. Let's put all the 5s together. And obviously I'm not going to bring my cash thing because, well, I don't have enough room. And it's all the way in the bottom, and you know what? It is what it is. All right, let's take out the money for the rent and the parking, which is $533. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, sorry, 20, 10, 1, 2, 3, $533. Next, we have to pay some bills. If this is your first time ever watching, the reason my rent is so low, it's because it's divided between 3 people, okay? All right, next we have house bills, and that totaled up to $71. Same goes for the bills. It's divided into 3 people, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71. And this covers the light, it covers the internet, and the gas. I do live in an apartment building complex, meaning I don't have to pay for the water or the sewer or stuff like that. So 20, 30, 40. Wait, what? Ah, forgot about this one. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1. So this, out the door. All right. Next, I had one of my bills come in, which happens to be my Apple storage. That comes out to be in $2.99. I left that in the bank. And in here, I have 180 plus 73, or that's what I was supposed to have. I did have to take out a little bit more just because I needed like even numbers to take out from the ATM machine. So I have 100, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So $256. Okay. 256. All right. So let's go ahead and fill up this one. Groceries, it's going to get $100. $50 per week. I am paid bi-weekly. Gas, my breakdown here. 40. Tommy, I believe he was getting a little bit more, so $10. Not more, actually less. But you'll see why I'm saying more in the end. All right, myself, I think it was only $10, right? Yeah. Myself is getting 10. Laundry is getting 20. I actually have to do laundry today. Back to the bank is going to stay at 0. Okay. All right. By the way, I did deposit the savings challenge money here from sunsnroses. So that's in the bank, getting some interest in my high yield savings account. All right. Next, we have my sinking funds envelope, which is not receiving a lot, but it's still receiving something. Okay. All right. Emergency fund taken out. Health will be getting $10. So health now has 120, 40, 50, 65. 165 for health. Cart maintenance is going to be getting 20. So now cart maintenance has 120, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, and 5. Parents actually will not be receiving anything, but they do have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and $80. Tommy will be getting $20. That's why I said earlier that he will be getting more money. So Tommy currently has 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 206. Kids will receive $5. And they will now have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $5, $60. Birthdays will receive $5. Birthdays will now have 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $209. Hold on, let me go ahead and close the door because my father's making noise. 1 second. All right. Holidays will be receiving 10. And holidays now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. 130, right? Hold on. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. Yep. 130. Beach will receive $2. And beach will now have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5, 76, 77. Month ahead will not be receiving anything, but we have in here $550. The 500 are in the bank, high yield savings account. The 50 is here. My birthday. I was only supposed to receive $1, but like I said earlier in the video, I needed to make it like even numbers. So I took out an extra $3. So let's go ahead and put these extra $3 in my birthday. Yeah, so $4 for my birthday. All right, that is my sinking funds. These are funds that I use throughout the year, and the rest of the money that I received was divided up this way. So after me taking out the money for my cash wallet, the money for my cash stuffing, I put towards my student loans debt $321. Originally, it was supposed to be $200, but I decided to go ahead and put $321 just because I decided to put less money in my cash wallet and less money in my cash stuffing, along with the house bills being less than what I actually budgeted for. So I said $321 is good, and then remaining in my bank account will be $49, you know, to add on to that little buffer money that I have sitting in there, you know, in case anything small arises, that I can take care of it with that. So $49 in my Bank of America, and $321 was a payment made to Aid Advantage. Okay, so put this in here. There's a method to like closing this. Anyway, I'll do that later. So that's where all my money went to. I'm excited for May. Although May will be a 2 paycheck, you know, month, it's okay. Because I'm trying my hardest to go ahead and, you know, spend less for May. So that's how it's looking like. Anyway, that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a quick like and subscribe button. And if you made it all the way to the end, go ahead and comment below. April showers, yeah, because yesterday actually rained, so yeah. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, by the way, it's 5 a.m. Yeah. All right, bye.